Hi, beautiful world. Welcome to this special segment. This is all about Uranus, the spiritual awakener, through the 12 signs. And this is about Uranus in Aries. Now, Uranus is such an important energy, especially in this day and age, because this is the age of Aquarius. And Uranus rules Aquarius. They say that when Pluto enters Aquarius in 2026, that's when we will really have the coming of the age of Aquarius. But I think this energy has been percolating and seeping through the consciousness for a while now, okay? And you know what I'm doing right now, creating internet videos. This is the domain of Uranus, okay? This is his domain. Now, before I start, I want to tell you, I want to give you a little quote which actually exemplifies this energy of Uranus. It is by Albert Camus, French intellectual and existentialist. So it's essentially goes like this: rebellion cannot exist without a strange form of love. And what do I mean by this? It's very important to understand this because Uranus is all about rebellion and all about love. Think about it. If you don't really love something, if you're not really into it, why would you ever rebel? You wouldn't rebel against it, right? You'd only be in rebellion when something is important and when you love something, okay? So a rebellion cannot exist without a strange form of love. Okay, now Uranus is a higher octave of Mercury, and it takes 84 years to complete one orbit round the Sun. And since there are 12 signs, it takes about 7 years in each of the signs. Okay, and it's a transpersonal planet. So more than a transpersonal planet, so more than it affecting in individuals, it affects the collective in a very potent scale. Not that it doesn't touch the individual, it very much does. Now, interestingly, Uranus, the name is not Roman, like so many of the other names of the planets, but it's Greek, okay, and it comes from Uranus, or the god of the sky. Okay, that's from where Uranus comes in. Now we've got the same ring system, the same magnetosphere, the many moons like Saturn, like Neptune. Okay, of course Uranus has a ring, okay, a ring system like Saturn. We just can't see it, so we're not that enamored by it. Okay, now the first thing that I want to tell you is Uranus is the disruptor. Okay, it's everything that is unexpected, it's everything that is out of the box, that's abrupt. Okay, and so this is about an awakening. All right, so this is about an awakening that Uranus gives you. And if you look at the way the axis of Uranus is tilted, that means when every single planet where they have their equator, the Uranus has its poles in that region, so it's tilted immediately. You know, it's different, okay, from all the other planets in the solar system. It's different. Now, also another thing that I want to mention is that Uranus is very close to Varuna, the Vedic god, okay, the Vedic god of the sky and the seas, okay, and there's a myth where Varuna's daughter Lakshmi arises from the ocean of milk and is reminiscent of Aphrodite. Now, of course, Varuna is also connected to Neptune, but in this very powerful, potent way, Varuna brings change. Okay, just like Uranus does, brings change, the only permanent thing in the universe. Now, let's look at the myth. So Uranus or Uranus is the father, okay, and he is a limitless, endless abstraction. And there's a story, a myth, where Kronos or Saturn, his son, mutilates his genitalia. What do you think this means? This is about, as HPB or Helena Petrovna Blavatsky says, that this myth is about the unmanifest becoming manifest. Uranus coming into being through Saturn. Now, Saturn and Uranus are tremendously connected. Okay, Uranus is the other world, and Saturn is this 3D world, and in between them we have Chiron. Okay, you know the asteroid Chiron, the wounded healer, is between Saturn and Uranus. So Uranus's energy is like a thunderbolt. It's powerful. Imagine the Tower card in tarot. Okay, I wish I had it. I'll get it for the next video. But the Tower card in tarot, that is the energy of Uranus. And immediately after that card comes the star, which is a card of Aquarius. So you see both and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. So after this tower moment of dissolution of our egos, okay, everything is dissolved, and then we come to healing. Then we come to receive as well as give, this fluidity that the star has. Now, what does Uranus stand for? Uranus is psychic activity. It is any kind of psychic work, psychic research, spiritual awareness, spiritual research. It also deals with psychology. It deals with sociology, anthropology, electricity, wildfires. Uh, Innovation. It deals with high tech, electricity. It deals with robotics. It deals with aeronautics. Anything that deep space. You know, Hubble sending us all these images. This is the age of Aquarius. We can see, sit in front of our computer through the internet. We can look at Hubble, Voyager sending us these gorgeous images that we never see. This is truly remarkable, because that is what gives us an idea of who we are in this grand scheme of things. So Uranus is in Aries, is a very powerful, volatile energy. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and this is about initiation, leadership. And Uranus always makes you do things differently. So there may be a way you lead, which is erratic, different. Remember, Uranus is also the misfit. It also rules astrology. So in Aries, this energy can be about trailblazing, going forward, moving, thinking of innovations that can really help, um, if not the humanity at large, then at least ourselves. Because Aries is about the self, the head, it rules the head. So you can have headaches, by the way, if you have Uranus in Aries, you can have headaches. And with Aries energy, Uranus can bring in futuristic reforms. But then again, remember, too much of a good thing is bad, because Uranus is like fiery energy, and Aries is all about starting and fire. So this could be too much of a good thing, and it may be difficult to find balance with Uranus here, unless of course it's being supported by other planets. And you always have to understand that, is Uranus my a personal planet for me? Like, does it rule my sun, moon, ascendant? Okay, is it conjunct my ascendant? Then immediately it becomes a personal planet. Before that, it was a transpersonal energy. Okay, but now when it comes in as your ascendant lord, it becomes a personal planet for you, and the cycles of Uranus become that much more important to you. And in Aries, this is, we've just had Uranus in Aries. Okay, this has given rise to a whole bunch of things: Instagram, selfies, uh, the you know, putting yourself out there through the internet. Okay, and saying, okay, look, this is what I do. For instance, what I'm doing right now is Uranus in Aries, this video content, as I already told you. But anger can be an issue here. violent tendencies. Remember, Aries ruled by Mars. This is very volatile. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. All right, but there is an esoteric tie up between Mars and Uranus because they share um, Sagittarius and Aries. So that's another video. I'll get into that. But for now, Aries people, Uranus was in your sign, and it's still there till 2019, and it's retrograded back there. By the way, it went into Taurus, and now it's retrograded back there. Remember, be aware, but narcissism is not the way. Being too steadfast on how you look or what image you put out is not the way. Social media is great. We all use it. In fact, where would I be without social media? People like me who create independent content, we'd be nowhere. So everything comes in. It's a dualistic overs of good and bad. So find balance is what I want to tell you. If especially you have a Uranus conjunct Mars or Uranus conjunct your sun, surprises. I mean, Aries is not afraid of surprises, but again, too much of a good thing is never good actually. Everything is about balance. So see you for the next video. I hope you like that. Subscribe, like, comment, share, you know the gig, and let me know what you think, and visit my website www.tinahills.com.